Do not believe people because you see them, they took picture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do not believe people because you see them playing the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do not believe people because you see them shouting Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Do not believe people because you see the flag of Biafra in their platform, or you see the flag of Biafra in their background, or you see the flag of Biafra in their hair, or they are wearing the clothes of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and wearing Biafra on their body. That is not how to believe people. Believe people from what they say and their consistency. The truth that comes out of them. Once you find a lie, once you find an intentional lie to deceive, when you find that in a person, run away from that platform. You see a platform that claims to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with passion and hate Biafra, run for your life. Run for your life. You see somebody who claims to love Biafra but hate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, run for your life. Run for your life. They are not there for good. You see people who play the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they pray the prayer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they talk about Chukwu Okike Abiama. Every time you see them mention Chukwu Okike Abiama, but at the end of the day, go and find out which Chukwu Okike Abiama are they really talking about. Is it the same God that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is worshiping? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have told us categorically clear that I do not worship idol, and we have not found Mazi Nnamdi Kanu worshiping idol. From the very time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started this struggle up to this moment, I have never, ever, ever seen him one day worshiping idol on that platform. I have not seen him. Not just because he said it. I have not seen him. But today, you see a lot of idol worshippers. Idol worshippers. You see them claiming to be followers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some of them will tell that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them to do this and do that. All are lies. And Chukwu Okike Abiama have begun to expose every single one of them. Chukwu Okike Abiama have started exposing them. If you are one of those who is intelligent and you're paying attention, you can't be confused at this stage that we are now. If you are an intelligent Biafran, you have your senses working, you have your mental acuity, mental toughness in order. You cannot be confused at this stage we are now. You should know the right person to listen to. You should know the right platform to go to. You should know the right direction to move. You cannot tell me that you are being deceived. And if you are still being deceived at this stage, it means you have never been Biafra and you have never been following up. And you have to wake up from your sleep. Wake up from your sleep. We are going into a difficult time. It is going to be more tougher. It is going to be tougher than it is today. It is going to be much more tougher. All you got to do is to prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for the days ahead. Prepare yourself for the difficult days ahead. It is going to come. You know, most time people take things for a joke. You take it for a joke. It is going to happen. It's going to happen. What I'm saying now is not a bad news. It is not to frighten you. I'm not saying it to frighten you. I'm not giving you a bad news. I'm giving you information for you to prepare yourself so that you'll not be taken by surprise. In fact, you should be happy that you are getting such information so that you'll not be taken by surprise. Equip yourself with every necessary thing you need to protect yourself. A time will come when you cannot have the opportunity to go to the market because there will be no market functioning. A time will come when there will be no need for you to step aside, step out. You'll be in your home protecting yourself. That time is drawing near. Get every necessary food items you can get and keep it close to you. If you're living abroad, equip your family back home. Equip them. Give them information. Information is key. Information is key. Is key. If you listen to directives and information, you cannot be taken unaware, and you are going to live to celebrate Biafra. The Biafra we are talking about is not far from today. It's not far from now. It's not far from now. We can see it. We can see it. If you're paying attention and you're calculative, you can know when it's going to come. You can know. Just like why Mazi Ekpa have been saying that he knows the date. Some people doubt him. Some begin to ask him to tell them. But if you're paying attention and you have been following the things he has been saying and been doing this time around, you can know when Biafra is going to come. You will know. We are going to mourn our brothers that were killed tomorrow, Friday. It is a total lockdown in Biafra land. A total lockdown, and Biafra land will be under lock and key. That is the exact language our spokesman used. The exact language that Brother Samuel used was, Biafra will be under lock and key. And when something is under lock and key, there is no coming in and there's no going out. If you want to risk your life, you feel you know it all, it's up to you. You can go and dare the devil. If you feel you want to sacrifice your life to the Janjaweed, go and commit yourself to them. They know how to deal with you. If you feel you want one Nigeria to happen to you, you know what to do. Go there, it's going to happen to you. Then, if you are alive to tell the story, so be it. But if you're not allowed to tell the story, we'll meet you in heaven. Every one of us is going to be there after all. So, if you feel that you have stayed enough and you want to go to heaven, it's okay. It's okay. You can go there and wait for us. Tomorrow is going to be a total lockdown in Biafra land. Get your family informed. If you're in Biafra land, call your neighbor. Call them and tell them what is happening. Tell them if they have heard. Everything we are doing is for the good of Biafrans. Just like Mazi Nnamdi said, Mazi Nnamdi have given us the order to protect the Biafrans and not to kill them. And we will make sure that the life of Biafran people are protected. We have died enough. We have cried enough. We have complained enough. We have talked enough. We cannot continue to talk. As for Ebubago has become out of bound in Biafra land. And if you're a Biafran in Biafra land, if you see something, say something. Don't be silent. The self-defense of Biafra land have been activated fully. Self-defense have been activated fully in Biafra land. Self-defense have been activated. And we are going to defend ourselves with equal measure that they bring to us. As I always tell you, you that you are watching me, if you are any place in Biafra land, prepare yourself for what's about to come. Prepare yourself. Equip yourself with the same equal measure that the enemy is coming. The enemy cannot be coming with AK-47 and you be going with knife to attack him. That's a suicide mission. I say it and I say it again. Self-defense is the right of every living being on the planet Earth. Self-defense is your right. Even animals defend themselves. Animals defend themselves. It is only a tree that you want to kill. It will still remain there because it has no choice. It cannot move. But if trees can move, I bet you when you strike the first one, the tree is going to move because they have life too. But for human and animals, if you make any attempt to take their life, they will run for their life and they will defend themselves. Self-defense is supported by international law, supported by African law, including the Caliphate law, the Janjaweed law, is the law in that very country called Nigeria. It supports self-defense. That is why you see governors issuing gun license to their citizens to protect themselves in another part of Nigeria. You heard Samuel Otom came openly on live television and tell his people, if you know where to go and buy AK-47, go and get it and protect yourself. Whenever anybody arrests you, I will be there to defend you. That doesn't ring a bell in your ear. That one is not enough. It doesn't ring a bell in your ear. You're still waiting. You are still waiting. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. Maybe you wake up when you wake up, you see your body lying on the ground. When your head is off and you happen to see your head lying on the ground, that is when you wake up. As for the ESN, we are going to protect the ESN by all means possible. If you know any protection you can give to them, if you know any direction, any support you can give to them, by any means, continue to support them. By your prayers, financially, by all means, support the ESN. They are the only soldiers we have around us. They are the only force we have to defend us. You have seen it clearly today. The Ebubago that they form, the politicians form. Ebubago, the politicians in the southeast form, the politicians in the southeast, that Ebubago is to destroy Biafra land, to take over our land and give to the caliphate. That is the major duty of Ebubago. And many people in that Ebubago, many of them are not Biafrans. Many people in that Ebubago are not Biafrans. Including Fulanis, they are part of the Ebubago. That is why when they want to take our life, they take life of people mercilessly. Some of them are not Biafrans. But you still see Biafran, people who are Biafran, those ones who don't care about their own blood, those ones who are cursed. You see those ones who are cursed, so Biafran who are cursed, who have sold their soul to the devil, still working with that Ebubago, working with the Ebubago as commanders, working with the Ebubago, leading them as informants, leading them to go and take the life of innocent people. But their cup is full, since they have taken the front seat of the war front. ESN is going to visit them. Our spokesperson had declared and have given the order And that order, I tell you, that order have been obeyed. A lot of things, even as you're watching the video, things have started happening. But tomorrow being Monday, it's going to be exceptional. Don't stand in the arm's way. We are warning. Don't stand in the arm's way. Tomorrow, secure yourself. Don't allow a stray bullet to touch you. Tomorrow being Monday, stay at home. We are going to be at home and mourn our brothers and sisters that have been, their life have been taken away from them. Don't tell me that it is not your own brother. Because of that, you're not feeling the pain. Because it is not affecting you directly. You don't feel the pain because the person is not from your village. Because the person is not from your town. Because the person is not from your area. You are not feeling it. Let me tell you, injustice against one is injustice against all. When you kill one Biafran, you have killed all Biafrans. When anything happens to one Biafra, it happens to every one of us. When it happens to Imo State, Anambra State should be feeling the heat. When it happened to Enugu, Ebo, you should be crying along with them. When it happened to River State, Cross River should be crying with them. When it happened to Delta State, every other region should be crying with them. These are areas of Biafra. Every area where Biafrans are, the old Southeastern region, the present South-South, and the Southeast with the lower Benue. This is our land, and we must protect our land. We must protect our land. Tomorrow is sit at home, not Monday sit at home. Monday sit at home is different. Monday sit at home is different. Tomorrow is a sit at home to mourn our brothers and sisters that were killed. The 14 people that were mowed down by Hobos of the. Tomorrow is Friday, 22nd, tomorrow. Tomorrow, 22nd, Friday, is a sit at home. A sit at home to mourn our 14 brothers who they took their life. It is tomorrow. Any place you are in, it is not Monday sit at home. Monday sit at home is different. Monday sit at home is to air our grievances about all the Biafrans that have been detained, including Mazi, Nnamdi, Kanu, and the coming of Biafra. But that of tomorrow, as was announced by the spokesperson of Biafra, it is not one, it is a day to mourn our brothers that have been killed. Our innocent brothers. Our innocent brothers that they took their life and they are spitting on their grave. They took their life and they spit on their grave and they are spitting on every one of us. They took the life of our brothers and sisters and they are not showing any remorse about it. Instead, they come online and they are projecting another blackmail using their media. Go and check the whole thing that Channel Television is reporting. All other radio stations, what they are reporting. They are reporting rubbish. They are pushing the narrative of the governor. They are pushing the narrative of governor that the people who were killed are hoodlums. That the people who, the innocent people that were killed are hoodlums. But we have credible evidence on the ground where the issue happened. People who were there, eyewitness, brothers and sisters to the people who were mowed down, person who was conducting the marriage, the people who went for the marriage, and the person who was conducting the marriage. I am going to play those videos on my program by 7:30 Biafran time, 7:30 p.m., 7:30 p.m. Biafran time. Join me on Choose Survivor channel on YouTube. Join me on Choose Survivor. Go to Choose Survivor channel, subscribe to that very YouTube, and join me by 7:30. You are going to see everything by yourself. You are going to see every evidence. But with all this evidence that is in the public, we have not seen the media in the contraption called Nigeria going to that area to interview people. We have not seen Channel Television and Co. We have not seen BBC going to interview the people who lost their own family. The person who was conducting that marriage. The person whose brother, two brothers were murdered. And the same Bible arrested him. And when pressure was too much, they released him. Every evidence is out there. But yet, who opposed the man, the Supreme Court governor, ex-criminal, ex-convict, somebody who is supposed to face a death penalty. He escaped death penalty. And the caliphate took him and made him a governor in Imo State when Imo State never voted for him. That man, with his criminal mind, still came out and began to spit on the grave of the people that he murdered. He came out openly and began to spit on Biafrans. He began to cajole Biafrans. He began to spit on us in our face, and we cannot be silent about that. We can't take that. Today they are using their media, pushing all manner of lies and evil. All manner of lies, different kinds of lies. Go to their media. They are pushing the narrative of the governor. That is what you see everywhere. That narrative of the governor, that's what they are sponsoring. That is why when Mazi Nnamdi comes to, Mazi Nnamdi will abuse them and call them evil, call them different kinds on them, and that's what they are. Nigerian media are evil. They are evil, bunch of evil men, devil incarnate. If there is any people that is enslaving the people in that country called Nigeria, it is the media. The media is part of the cabal that is enslaving people. The media is a part of the destruction you are seeing in that very place. The media is part of the evil you are seeing in that country called Nigeria. They are part of the evil. Every suffering you see, every discomfort you are seeing, every intimidation against the ordinary people, the media is the sponsor. Media in Nigeria. I have never seen any media like the media in Nigeria all over the world. And every single one of them, will judge them, including their workers. Will judge all of them, including their workers. Because the reason why black people have a very useless mind is that even when you know that what you are pursuing is bad, you don't have conscience. Can't you resign? Can't you look for a decent job that is going to promote your own life? Can't you resign? Can't you resign and look for a decent job that will make you look responsible in the face of people? You will not. You continue to propagate evil and push falsehood. You push lie. Something that you know that is false, you lie, because you want to feed yourself out of what you eat, because of your belly. Because of your belly, you sell your birthright. Because of your belly, you sell your birthright, something that belongs to, something that you know that is, you begin to propagate evil because of your belly. Mazi Nnamdi was crying about this, and he said that even if you see Satan, if Satan come to Nigeria today, if Satan come down in Nigeria with 2 horns, if you see Satan in Nigeria with 2 horns, and he goes to the media in Nigeria and tell them to propagate the message and tell the people that he's an angel, they will do so. They will do so. The media in Nigeria can collect money from Satan and propagate Satan as angel. This is what we are facing. This is why you must do everything possible to get out of that contraption called Nigeria. If you know anything you will do, to make sure that the contraption called Nigeria ends, you have to do it. You have to do it. Every day when you wake up, you see reason, you see more reason why you must, you see more reason why you must cry and get out of the contraption called Nigeria. Every day you see more reason you must get out of that contraption. You see more reasons. Every day you wake up, you must see more reason why you should get out of that contraption. If you don't know why you must support, if you don't know why you must support the end of this contraption, you don't know why you must support the no election, the death of these 14 men, the death of these 14 able men, 14 innocent blood, the death of these 14 innocent blood was shared should be a wake-up call for you. If you are one of those who is still sitting at the fence, one of those who is still relaxing, one of those who is still thinking, you are somehow thinking that maybe Peter Obi is going to do this. If you have not woken up, the death of this man is supposed to wake you up. The death of this innocent 14 men is supposed to wake you up to know that there will be no election in Biafra land. There will be no election. It doesn't matter what anybody does. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your location. It doesn't matter who you are. If you have conscience in you, you should know that Nigeria has ended. You should know. When one person died in the United Kingdom, you will see all the country will come and rally around and they will protest. One single soul lost in the United States, you will see the whole world will protest about it. But in the contraption called Nigeria, 14 innocent men were mowed down. 14 lives were smoked out. There is no uproar in that contraption. They are still busy. They are still busy unveiling candidates. They are still busy talking about election, including the people that they think happen in their own backyard, including the people that they think happen in their own room. They are still talking about election. God forbid. God forbid. God forbid. When you see things that are happening in the contraption corner, that is when you will know. When you know that Mazi Nnamdi can even give them a good name by calling them a zoo. The contraption called Nigeria is worse than a zoo. Is worse than a zoo. It's worse. Worse than a zoo. In animal kingdom, in a zoo, if you enter into their midst and pick one of them to go and kill, you enter into even a fowl where you keep a fowl, pick one and they are sure you want to go and kill that fowl, you see silence. They observe silence. Animals observe silence when they lose somebody. See a dog. Go and kill dog. When dogs are 3 or 4, you take one of them and kill. The rest one will remain silent. They will not be themselves for some time. They will remain, even a goat, where you put a majority of goats, you take one out of those goats. Some of us that have goats in our house, that we are rearing goats. Some of us that have goat or fowl. Whenever you take one of your fowl to eat and you kill, you will find out that the environment will change. Every animal in that environment will observe in silence. They will observe and say, animals understand this language, but human beings in this Zoological Republic don't understand it. People who blood is running in their vein, who are supposed to know better, they are not thinking right. Human being, 14 human life taken. The whole nation is not, they are not reacting. Okay, just forget about the whole nation. The whole Biafra land, what about the whole Biafra land, all the states? All the states are supposed to be on fire. All the states are supposed to be on fire. In the contraption called Nigeria, already they have legalized killing. It is nothing for them. It is nothing for them. All they count now is number. When they kill 100, they say, oh, 100, it's just 100. They kill 200, they say, oh, it's just 200. They kill, oh, today is 50. It's only 50. That is how they mention life of people wasted as if it doesn't matter. Life of people, they be mentioning it as if it's just another number. Do you know what it takes to give birth to 14 children? Do you know what it takes? Do you know what it takes to give birth to 14 children and train them to the level these innocent people who are taking their life will take it? Do you know what it costs? Do you know the pain women go through for 9 months for 14 good children? If you see a woman that was able to have up to 6 children, go and ask her what she passed through, let alone having 14 children. And then you train them to a standard where they begin to live their own, to attend marriages, then they are taken out. And you think we should clap for you. And you think those people, they don't deserve the seat at home. Tomorrow is a lockdown in Biafra land. Biafra land is going to be under lock and key tomorrow. If you're one of those who think that we are not supposed to mourn our brother, go and tell your gods. Go and tempt your God. Go and tempt your God. And when one Nigeria happens to you, the same people you are supporting, they are going to take you out. If you feel that you cannot participate in the seat at home today, tomorrow, go and tempt your God. Tempt your God. But when one Nigeria happens to you, you might not live to tell the story. You might not live to tell the story. This is the state we have found ourselves. I have to remind you again and again and again, we are going into a tougher stage. Let me tell you, as when you take something like a rope or whatever, you take something a rope, when you tie it and 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 draw it, when you draw it, when it has reached the elastic limit, it has no option that to cut into pieces. When you draw something, when you get to elastic limit, there is no more option than to cut it to pieces. And we are getting to that elastic limit. The contraption called Nigeria have reached its elastic limit, and the only option that is on the ground today is to break into pieces. The Zoological Republic have reached its elastic limit. There is nothing on the planet Earth will save it. Nothing on the planet Earth. If something have reached elastic limit, even when you leave it to return, it can never be the same again. It will definitely break. The Zoological Republic have reached its elastic limit, and it must definitely break. And Biafras will break it up. We are going to break it up, and it's going to happen in 2023 with our referendum coming. A referendum by fire, by force, declaration of Biafra, it is going to happen, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or you don't believe it, it doesn't matter. Whether you believe it or you don't believe it, it doesn't matter. But what I am promising you, if you are in Biafra land, you are going to sleep in that Zoological Republic one day and you wake up in Biafra. It is going to happen. Either you take it or you leave it. You are going to sleep in the Zoological Republic and you wake up in Biafra. It is going to happen. This is a testimony that must come. The coming of Biafra is divine, and the time has come. So it doesn't matter what anybody is saying, it doesn't matter what anybody does, the coming of Biafra, you cannot stop it. You cannot stop it, no matter how you try. The more you try, the more you fail. And anybody who is still alive saying over his dead body, over her dead body, prepare your burial. Just get ready. Prepare your dead burial because you will definitely go down. That's what is certain. You will definitely go down. It doesn't matter who you think you are. It doesn't matter the angle you think you are. It doesn't matter the kind of connection you think you are. It doesn't matter who is supporting you or who is backing you up. You will definitely go down because Biafra must come. No man born of a woman can stop the coming of Biafra. Biafra is here already, and we are going to celebrate Biafra. We will celebrate Biafra. But while we are preparing, I will continue to sensitize my fellow Biafrans, continue to tell you what will happen when it has not happened, continue to encourage you to prepare yourself for the tougher days ahead. Prepare yourself. Freedom doesn't come cheap. Freedom cannot be handed over for you. Freedom cannot be given. You will fight for your freedom. You will fight for your freedom. And it is much more serious when you are fighting for your freedom from your fellow black man. That is the toughest one. Fighting freedom from the hand of a fellow black is the toughest. That is the toughest you can get. Fighting freedom from a fellow Biafra is the toughest you can be able to talk about. If you're fighting freedom from a white man, it's a different thing. It's a different ballgame altogether. That is why when you see, we say that the freedom fighting you're engaging in today, the kind of fight you're engaging in today is even much more tougher than the apartheid of South Africa. Much more tougher than the apartheid of South Africa, because in South Africa, they were dealing with white people who still have some knowledge and still have some conscience in them. People who still have conscience. They were dealing with people who have conscience. But in the state that we are, in that country of Nigeria, we are dealing with monsters. The kind of killing we are seeing in Biafra land, South Africa didn't witness it. South Africa didn't witness the kind of killing we are witnessing today. With impunity, without anybody care, without minding what you think or what you say. Look at the kind of killing that's happening in Biafra land. They come and take the life of innocent people, broad daylight with every evidence showing that these people are innocent. Yet, a governor will come out and begin to label these people evil. Where can you see this? It can only happen in that country called Nigeria. That's the only place it can happen. And some of you who is talking about P2B and election, if you are dreaming by any way, thinking that this APC government, this terrorist government, you think that this terrorist government will take power and hand to P2B, you are a dreamer. You are a dreamer. You are still learning. If you think that this terrorist government will take power and give to P2B, you are a dreamer. Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. You saw the day they unveiled their vice president. You saw what happened. In unveiling their vice president, they were not even ashamed. They were not even ashamed to go and hire people and give them the robe of bishop, pastors. Agbero, hired Agbero, captured on video, live video. That is the country you want to go and contest it. This is the country you want to go and take your PVC and work for. This is the country you are talking about PVC to redeem. When you are getting your PVC, broad daylight, you saw the ruling party presented their own vice president candidate, and they went and hired criminals to go and wear robes and present themselves as pastors. What else can they do? They don't care what you think or what you do. They are going to rig the election. It doesn't matter the figure you bring. It doesn't matter. Even if everybody vote for Peter Obi, they will rig that election and nothing will happen. You think Buhari is a good luck Jonathan? Eh? You think Buhari is good luck Jonathan? You are a dreamer. You are a dreamer. Good luck Jonathan is a Biafra and he has conscience. Good luck Jonathan is not a Fulani. Good luck came and say that his leadership or his rank or whatever he's looking for doesn't want the blood of anybody. That is not applicable to the Fulani people. Fulani people want to keep power by all means possible, by fire, by force. That is their own language. And they don't believe that anybody should go there except them. So if you're one of those who is dreaming and thinking that somehow, by your noise making and by your shouting on media and talking and ranting and doing all manner of things, that the terrorist government of Muhammad Buhari, late Muhammad Buhari, The terrorist government of the late Muhammad will just come and yield to you and give you power. You are a dreamer. Keep on dreaming. Keep on dreaming. When you wake up, you either wake up in your grave or you wake up to tell the story of how one Nigerian have dealt with you. It's either you wake up in your grave or you wake up telling the story of how one Nigeria have dealt with you. But for us, we are already prepared and going home. We
are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We'll crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold all of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals. They are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You have to go everywhere. We must continue.